Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're at our local lumberyard slash hardware store in town. Just got a little bit more lumber. We're already through what we bought at Lowe's, so we grabbed some of these more. I got by 8s, 12s, and actually 16s for my top plate, so they tie your wall in much better the longer you have it. So all right, back to the job site. All right guys, day 2, sun is setting. Hopefully we were gonna get more windows in than we thought, but that one's in. That's the closet, and then the kitchen one over the sink. Same window goes in here. We'll do that tomorrow. And then we decided to cut these out and make that a 36-inch transom window for our bedroom, because that just looked too small for us for the bedroom. So we're gonna change that, but we'll have to wait till tomorrow. Our septic guy, who's gonna help us put in the septic and everything, came by, and we hadn't seen him in a while, so we were chatting for a good while. So anyways, but it looks good. All right guys, you see me just adding the cripples to that window. That window looks a lot better, even though it's only a foot wider, but it's gonna add a little bit more light. Right in the midst of framing, I'd say about a third done. We got this big wall all done. What we did is we blocked it, put all the windows in, making sure those are all set. Headers are in, so we feel good. It's all braced, locked and loaded to sheath it. So hopefully next I'd like to get into this corner behind me right there and do that one. Actually it'll be in a little further. That's the porch right there. So yeah, we'll start that corner, but I got to work a few days. What we're gonna do is tarp that's the wood that's left, so we're going to tarp that down, buckle it up so it doesn't twist on us or anything. Get that under, and then everything else is coming off of here right now, and we're going to pull that other tarp off underneath and set it up on here, just so there's 2 layers of tarp. It's supposed to rain all day on Friday and Saturday, so we're going to get a good soaking and test of this. So we'll see how it is. So I'm gonna get to putting these tools away, but we are looking good. All right, morning guys. As you can see, it is frosty. It was 27 when I got up at 7. It's about 9:30 in the morning, and we're just letting the sun hit up at that house. Usually about 9:30 we figure it starts getting sunny up there, so we're heading up. Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna put up some more walls and get this house built. Join us. All right, guys, we had the tarp pulled up, let everything air out, and it looks really good. We had a lot of rain over the weekend, so our first order of business is I bought some 12-inch or 12-foot so we could finish off this wall with one more section. So there's 8, 12, being 20 foot across. So we're going to work on that wall in this corner, this first section here. That's the first order of business today. See how far we get. A couple windows go in each of these, so we'll see, and get those blocked up and everything. Shannon's doing the measurement and layout of that wall right now. There's our windows. And the walls that we've already done. So, all right, let's get to it.
Charger up here. So.
We got one up here.
Okay.
Okay, guys, another couple of walls put up today and a window cut in, framed in, I should say. And that's the beginning of 2 double hung windows together, so the others will be on this next one. And then there's 2 more sets in this wall and then a sliding glass door down at this corner. But the sun is setting. See you tomorrow. All right, guys, next morning, and we're up here kind of early, a little after, it's about 8:30, but we got weather coming in today, so, and I got to work, so we're going to try to do another section of wall there and do some blocking here. But first order of business is to pull this tarp back on, because the weather, we don't want rain hitting that, and cinching that down, and then doing a chalk line from there to this corner here, just so we can start laying We put that corner up yesterday, and we got our lines squared. So we're gonna pull from that wall to this corner here. So that's the first order. All right, guys, I'm back up here today, and it's a cold one. It's probably in the low 20s right now. The sun's coming out, and it is supposed to warm up to about 40, 45 this afternoon. So, but I'm not even gonna uncover anything today and do another wall. Shannon is visiting a friend for the weekend, so I'm on my own today. So I think what I'll do is just simple stuff like block the walls that we put up in the last few days here, block those out, and that'll look similar to what we did here. And that just strengthens every bay and also gives us an extra attachment when we put the sheeting on, because that's at 4 feet. So when you lay your first sheeting 4 feet up, it'll grab some of that, and then the next one up we'll be able to nail into that too. It just gives us some extra nailing, makes it a little bit the shear strength even that much better. So first order of business, we got a change on this window we forgot, and that needs to be 1.5 inches lower. So just sawed through those with my Sawzall. Sawed through the nails, loosen that up, and I'll pull that windowsill up. Cut each of these 4 2x6s, 1.5 inches off, and then just put that back on. So that's my first thing today, and then I'll start blocking. It's nice up here, just cold on the hands. All right, let's get to it. All right, guys, I repaired that window. That's all set. Now I'm moving on to the big window up front, and I'm preparing to put the header in. But what I find out is I need to just shave a little bit off of that jack stud there. And so I'm going to get that all squared away and do the same on the other side. Hey guys, I don't know if I ever showed you this, but we have 2 different Ryobi circular saws, and one's a left-handed and one's a right-handed, meaning you got your motor on your right side. This one you have it on your left side, and it lets you get a close, like see your cut this way and see your cut if it was on this side too and stuff. So what I just did with this right here is just take a little off, and I decided to go with the left-handed saw, and or the right-handed saw, and it just let me watch that cut as I was cutting it and stuff. So that's what I was doing right there. But that was just a hair too long, that cripple or this jack stud here, and I couldn't get the header in there, so that's what I was doing. All right, guys, I got that header up there. That was a little bit of a bear. Had to put a block under here and a block under that one just to rest it on there and kind of hammer it in. It was kind of tight, especially with those little cripples up there already. I think next time I'm going to put those in afterwards we just wanted to frame that whole wall, and we thought we were going to get that header in the other day, but we didn't. So it was definitely would have gone easier if I didn't put those cripples in first. So anyways, it's in and it looks good. It's nice and flush. So we got the first of the 3 windows there. So those will be side by side double hungs right there. And then there'll be another set here, another set here, and a sliding glass door at the end in the living room kitchen area that'll let us out on the patio and stuff. So plenty of good view, sun coming in right there, so it'll look good when it's all said and done. So got that accomplished, and this wall is pretty much done. Top plates still have to go on. I'm gonna go over and block this wall right here real quick, and then I think I'm gonna be done. I gotta work the next 2 days, full days, so and they're expecting weather tonight. That's why I didn't take this tarp off and uncover a lot of stuff. So didn't want to put a wall up or anything like that. Not with this tarp down and weather coming in tonight. So they're expecting a little bit of rain, not much, but like I said, I didn't want to take it up and stuff. So anyways, all right guys, the framing is coming along. I'd say we're more than 60%. We got a little bit of this wall, 48-foot wall to do, actually most of that wall to do, and then just a little bit on this other 20-foot wall, and we'll be done. So then I got to put up some framing for the pitch of the roof, the way it's going. I'll have to do like a pony wall across here on top of this wall, just a little one, 2 foot, and then a couple of triangular framing pieces that'll shape this roof on top of this wall and that wall. This wall back here is 8 foot, and that's where the roof starts its pitch up to the front here, to the porch side. So yeah, we got a little bit more wall framing, but it's coming along pretty quick, and I have more days to work on it next week, and Shannon will be around a little bit more, and we should, I'm hoping to have the walls finished next week sometime. So I'm gonna move on, end this video here. So give me a thumbs up, share if you subscribe if you haven't subscribed, share the video, and again, give me a thumbs up, comment what you think of the place so far. We have learned a lot from Wyoming. This is going much quicker, and everything seems a little bit more like fine-tuned and stuff. We're kind of satisfied with how the framing's going and stuff. So all right guys, I'll see you on the next one.